All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another great match for you. Tom Cousins, he was in the finals of the shootout last night, and he's got a very interesting opponent today, Mr. Shane Petrick. If you don't know Shane, this young man is 14 years old, out of the Houston area, fell in love with pool. His mom took him to a pool hall. He got involved in some leagues, and he absolutely fell in love. I met him a couple years ago in Las Vegas, and I saw how he played. And for only playing for 2 years, he was phenomenal. And I think he was only a year in at that point.
Yeah. I was having a conversation with me earlier, and he said he'd only been playing 2 years. And
well, the young man's done his due diligence because he's gone out. He's gotten coaching from several good players, including Nick DeLeon in Arizona. He's really put in the work, and he really respects the game, which is something that for me is very important. So I'm excited to see him get an opportunity, and he's going to have his hands full because Tom does not play. He doesn't care how old he is. He's here to do a job, and I know Tom's going to come out and really play strong. But alternating break format, Shane will have chances at the table. He's just got to get his break working. And realistically, if you're in Shane's shoes, you want to break like Tom did right here, because this was a fantastic break.
Yeah, and it almost looks like his English 8-ball break. So it's I feel like he's adjusted. The white ball's coming straight back to the rail, and it's something you don't really see in American pool, but it's working for him.
Yeah, it's good. This is interesting here because he's got the 5-ball that needs to be taken care of. And it looks like he's going to do it right now. Oh. Well, and he got the bump, and it's a pretty good bump, too.
Yeah, and so he's just probably going to roll the 1 down, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, 1, probably the 5 following, and the 4-ball to set up on the 8-ball. And I feel like Tom takes a little bit more time than some of his European counterparts. You talk about the likes of Jordan Shepard and Chris Melling, who play pretty quickly. Shane Thompson as well plays quick. And Tom takes a little bit more time and just kind of eases into it, but you can't fault it because look at the way the guy plays. Very solid opening rack for TC, Top Cat Tom Cousins. And we'll get an opportunity to see Shane Petrick play right after this.
Yeah, but looking at him, I'm just going unlucky there. But I mean, yeah, going back to it, looking at him, he seems quite comfortable and relaxed in the chair, and seems like he's been there before, which is, you know, it's a great temperament to have at that age.
It's always a good sign when he looks like he's been there before. He looked like he didn't get good contact on the break, and he got a bad kiss. So the good thing for him is that this rack is not one that I think Tom is just gonna. Well, I don't know. The solids look really good, honestly.
Yeah, I think
all the stripes are tied up, so it's a little rough. A little bit of awkward bridging there for Tom, but he was able to play that out pretty well, and he should get out here. Tom doing Tom things.
Yeah, he's just boringly good, but it's definitely entertaining to watch.
Yeah, there's something to be said about being so good that you make it look so simple that it's...
Yeah, he's just one of them where I'll watch Chris Mellon and I'll think I could never do that. Whereas you watch him, I think I could just pick up a cue and copy exactly what he does,
Yeah.
and then it definitely doesn't turn out that way.
When he has the right attitude as well, because he knows he's not the favorite in this match. He knows what's kind of going on, and he looked at me and he said, well, you know, the good thing is I'm still on the winner's side, so this is just going to send me to the B side, so I get an opportunity to play some more.
Right.
And that, for me, that's a big thing to say, because it shows that he understands the situation he's in, but that he also just wants to play. So I mean, that's cool to hear. I've really enjoyed spending some time with him. His mom, Shannon, is incredible. Really, all the junior players that we have here, you know, we have Kennedy Maiman, we have Sophia Mast, we have, of course, Shane Petrick, and then a lot of other juniors that I don't know.
Yeah, we've got Braden as well. He plays really well. He's actually Greg, the franchisee for Colorado. He's his son, and I say Greg's got a table at the house. He practices every day, and he's pretty much in a pool room every night, so
Yeah.
he's watching and trying everything he can, which is great.
And, of course, our returning champion, Caden Herbach. Lots of good players in the juniors, lots of good ladies in the open. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. Another good junior player. She's playing in the junior and the ladies, Miss Jordan Helfrey. I believe she's either 12 or 13 years old. Played in the Kansas City event, really enjoyed it, and decided to come out to Colorado. Once again, Tom just really playing superb. I feel like he might have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder for the performance that Justin Bergman played on him last night.
Yeah, so Justin didn't really give him a chance. He had a couple of dry breaks, and Justin didn't. And I say, Justin ran out every time and does what Justin does.
Well, and you know, there's something to be said about somebody who plays the perfect match. Justin Bergman didn't miss a single ball.
Yeah, and it's a great break. He hit that one a lot squarer and came out with a great result. So it'd be nice to see what we can do from here. It's kind of the first opportunity he's had.
He talked to me a little bit before the match, and he was a little worried about the table speed. He said, I heard it plays fast. So yeah, well, it's, you know, it's new cloth. It's slick, but you know, I know you have the ability to play. And he says, yeah, I think I'll be okay. And I think that first shot showed a little bit. He may have been wanting to hold that second ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he does have a shot here. He has an opportunity.
Yeah, he's just bridging over the ball there, so.
And it is very difficult. Just want to make sure you don't touch anything. Oh, no. That's unfortunate there because he really did have a good line on it. And just a little bit of a pop, you know, these pockets will spit balls back out. And Tom's got a little bit of an issue here with that 7-1. He's going to want to be able to move one of those balls. And he did. 7 ball right on the rail near the side pocket is definitely going to be an issue.
Yeah, and he potentially might take it early with the 5 ball over the pocket. It might be a big pocket for him as well.
Yeah.
Or maybe he'll just look to develop it.
He got a little kiss there. Right? You know, if he likes the shot, he could play the 5 here and try and keep the cue ball close to the rail. I just don't like the shot of having to go past that side pocket to make contact.
Yeah, it's or maybe he's just so comfortable he's just going to get straight on the rail and just roll it through. No.
Yeah, well, if he was trying to get to the 7,
I think he was.
He made a mistake.
Yeah, he doesn't look very happy. But yet again, that slick cloth comes into play, doesn't it?
And he can see the 4 ball here, so I think what's going to end up happening. Oh, wow. He got some juice on that one. He's still okay, though. He's just going to have to play a tough shot on the 7. That's all there is to it. Because I don't know if he's going to get another opportunity to bump it off the rail. Tom going to take his extension there. Well, he may have gone for the bump. Did he get on the point? That's going to make this shot infinitely more difficult and possibly impossible. I can't tell if he can see all of that ball. I don't know if this goes at him. Oh, wow. Well, he made it look easy.
Of course he did.
It's not often a ball is touching the rail and you're playing into it. Not into the rail, but into the ball. So it's very interesting how he made that shot, but a short error by Shane Petrick. A bobbled 12 ball will be the story there. And Tom Cousins is going to take down rack number 4. Tom's going to, oh no. Well, you don't want woes like that when he breaks like this. Shane Petrick's going to come to the table after a scratch on the break. He has ball in hand behind the line. He can shoot any direction. And I think something that impressed me about Shane was how well he knows the rules.
Yeah, as you can say, he's already kind of a true professional on how he approaches it, and I think that just comes from having a great support system as well. As you said, his mum is fantastic, drives all over the country to support him, and even there he's comfortable with the extension and the shot clock. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he has the potential to be a very, very good player. And this is a tough shot here. Oh, wow. You can see quite a bit of that ball. It looked very, very rough for me. We both looked at the monitor a little scared.
Sometimes the cameras can be a little deceiving.
Yeah, now something that Shane's going to have to work against is this 5 ball here. He's going to have a tough shot on it, depending on where he can get on this 7 or this 1 ball. Or even the 4. Watch out. Again, he is very familiar with the rules, so I think he's just going to get up on this ball and try and swerve that cue ball out of the hole. Oh, he caught the rail. It was a miscue. He was really trying to hook that cue ball to avoid the scratch and just caught the edge of the ball.
So yeah, he just slid off it a little bit, but he's Tom Cousins still got a lot to do with the 5 and the 13, so. And you said Shane is from Houston originally?
Yeah, so he's from the Houston area. I know he plays out of Bogies is his homeroom. Actually, the same area that Roberto Gomez plays out of. So Shane's had the opportunity to be around Roberto and several other big Houston players. Blaine Barkis is another good one. So he's got a really good, like you said, that support system of good players. So he really is set up for success. You know, it's something for me because I started playing when I was really young too. I didn't really have that opportunity. There were no juniors programs, and there were no real great players to say, hey, let me show you this, let me show you that. Of course, in the 90s, players were a little bit more reserved. They didn't share information like they do now.
Yeah, and Roberto Gomez is not a bad person to learn from. So.
No, I mean, and Roberto's so easygoing and well-mannered.
It looks like the league is about to take off pretty soon. And that's another great break from him. So he's adjusted from the first break, and he's got a little unlucky to be on the rail.
Yeah, and what a massive break, but just really the cue ball positioning is not helping him. You got to feel a little for him because he's having to work real hard for this out, but I think he's going to be okay here.
Yeah, he stroked that really well, and he's got a good chance of getting out. He's just got to be mindful of his work. It's got a little bit funny again.
Yeah, and, you know, it can't be easy under the lights, the pressure of, you already know you're playing a good player, but now you're playing a player in what's probably regarded as his arena. I mean, Tom owns the arena,
yeah,
really.
I mean, I think in the last 3 years of Ultimate Pool, he's probably played in the arena more than he's played on the outside table. So,
and I mean, you know, obviously Justin Bergman playing perfect against him last night, but it's not to say that it couldn't happen the other way around where Tom plays perfect against Justin. You know, that they both play really good, but Tom is super comfortable in this arena, super comfortable under these conditions. And just
yeah, he just
a little bit more pace than he needed to shoot on that shot.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to force the pocket a little bit as well, just to kind of come out on the 11, just to make it a little bit more easy for him. But yeah, again, it's just a slight roll off, same as the last rack.
Yeah, just little mistakes.
Yeah, and you know, that's just an adjustment he's going to have to make.
It took me so long to realize that sometimes it's better to not try and force something and just to take a little bit more difficult of a shot. But I mean, it's something that I had to learn, and it took me a long time to learn it.
Yeah, well, I've definitely not learned it yet, Steven. So,
well, I'm not saying I don't do it. I'm saying it took me a long time to learn that that's a bad thing to do. I still do it plenty of times. Anybody who's ever played me in a tournament knows that I'm probably 50-50 to get out at any point, at best. And Tom, unfortunately, is going to, once again, make Shane pay a little. It's a race to 7. We're almost halfway through the match, and Shane unable to get on the board as of yet. Had an opportunity or two. something that Stephen Jameson told me is that if you're going to give a one-word answer on what type of a player Tom Cousins is, the answer is relentless.
It's definitely a factor as well, I think, of just yet again it's another great break, and he's probably going to be out again from here.
Yeah, it is very possible that he's going to make the out here. If he can see the 11 ball, I don't see any issues for him. And Shane looking on as Tom Cousins is likely going to end this match. And Tom has a little bit of a history of doing this to players, just forcing them to sit in the chair and watch, because he just doesn't make too many mistakes. Tom, it looks like he's gotten a real feel for the table. You know, obviously when he first got here, I think, what did they get here, Tuesday?
Yeah, I think he's been through 6 different queues and played on every single table in here, and asking, you know, it's funny when Tom Cousins is coming to somebody like me or you and asking for advice on the break, or, you know, how should he play this shot. But yeah, it's scary to think this is the first time he's ever played on an American bar box table. Yeah,
I think he's playing with Chris Melling's cue. I think it's gonna be a Q-Tech cue, the new X line that just came out. So it must be hitting pretty good. And it's got to be daunting to come to a new area, play with a different style of cue, but Tom really making it look easy. Shane Petrick going to take this one down as a learning experience, and Tom Cousins is going to move on. We'll get a word with him in the arena here in just a moment. Thank you guys so much. Don't go anywhere.